Hey everybody, it's Eddie from Tokyo. This is your cryptocurrency update from Japan, and the market has made a nice move, sitting at 1.8 trillion. And even with a modest pullback that we had during the daytime here in Japan, it is coming back strong. You can see XRP is at 82 cents at the time of this recording, and Bitcoin looks to have found its footing at just over 44,000. It's at 45,744 right now. And when we look at what I'm going to talk about in this particular video, we'll look at the Zynfin XDC and how it is leading the top 100 with a 20% gain in the last 24 hours. I want to look at three different highlights that are circulating that project. Also, XRP is being listed on a big exchange. I want to go into the details there. And tokenized real estate in the form of a public offering that included XRP to the buyers is sold out by popularity. All right, first, when I woke up this morning, I wanted to see what kind of progress the Senate had made in the United States. And it seems that the bill is deadlocked. This is the infrastructure bill, and the changes or the amendments to that bill are just not moving anywhere. You know, it's not just the Wyden bill that is being introduced as an amendment, but there are 22 in total that have been submitted for changes. There was one attempt to get 17 of those amendments approved in one vote, but it failed, and the changes may not even get called up for a vote. So the Senate maybe was working hard at it, and Senator Cynthia Lumens, yes, I think some people felt very optimistic when they read her tweet. She said, if we could vote on the amendments, I think the digital asset community would be pleased with the outcome. But you need to really pay attention here. If they could vote. And then you need to really go into the thread, because she says they are at an impasse. That means they are stuck. And that she would return tomorrow and try to convince her colleagues that the amendment deserves a vote. So they're going to start again at 9 a.m. Ted Cruz, however, came out with an additional tweet about 7 hours ago, and he put it pretty straight. Crypto got screwed tonight. There's a partisan disagreement on spending, so Dems objected to all further amendments. Now, what he didn't make clear here is he talking about just that day, or is he talking about from now going forward? Because I think the final vote will occur on Tuesday. It's really a little bit unclear to me. He did say that means no vote on Wyden Loomis to lessen the damage this bill will do to crypto, and no vote on the Cruz amendment to repeal the new crypto rules altogether. Because I just took a look at what Jake Chervinsky is saying, and just about the same time that tweet came out, he said that they might still amend the bill before Tuesday. So I'm hoping Jake is correct and that there is still a chance for these amendments to get through. Now, if you are taking a look at the wider news, there is an article that is very, very disturbing. This is the U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen. She has been accused of corruption, and that is due to receiving $7.2 million in speaking fees from Citibank and Citadel hedge fund. These were Zoom calls from her house. Now, it's not the only millions she has received from banks like Barclays, BNP, UBS, but this is what is so bad. She's got a government salary of just $221,000 a year. Her wealth was estimated at around $20 million. She has received almost half her net worth in these two speaking fees. Something is really wrong. And the former Rippler, Ron Hammond, he's now the director of government relations at Blockchain Association, he was quoted in this particular article, and it seems very clear to me she is doing what she is paid to do by the people paying her, and that's put a stick in the spokes anywhere she can to stop DeFi. That's how I read it. Here is the quote from Ron. The public pressure is working as more senators express concerns to us privately about the bill text. Treasury is pulling out all the stops to kill the Wyden Amendment. General politics of the bill could force Senator Schumer to say no amendments at all. Now, think about this for a minute. This last minute piece that they snuck into the infrastructure holds the smart contract coders responsible as brokers. So if you were a bank and you felt challenged, threatened by decentralized finance, how good would it be to stop it at where it is being developed? And that would be with the coders. It is really horrible. So the amendment to that bill to exclude coders was almost going to pass with general consent, but then Yellen moved. She moved in to push for a competing amendment that does not exclude coders. And so the Warren-Portman amendment came. I am just sure we've got these banks pulling her strings. And this just goes to show how corrupt this whole system is. It's very disturbing. Moving to something that hopefully will put a smile on your face. This is a brand new upgrade that has been created by 4 individuals at the Hash Laboratories, and they are going to give the capability for the Zynfin XDC network to empower military-grade security and performance while consuming low resources, with the ability to identify malicious actors. So this is a really great enhancement to the protocol. And I want to just also point out a wonderful article that comes from Billy Adams. He is doing a great job at keeping the Zynfin XDC community up to date. You can find him on Twitter at ZynfinUSA, and he had his article published in a UK-based or a Hong Kong-based outlet called the Currency Analytics. It's a real excellent view of how Zynfin is transforming global trade with its flagship D-app. And these decentralized apps are just shaving weeks off of trade finance. You can load the details and documents in less than 5 minutes, and then you can create a contract hash that is then viewable by all parties. And you can do it with just a wallet and 1 XDC and create that trade instrument on TradeFinex. It's also able to handle private keys for invoices. It works with the USD, Japanese yen, the British pound, euro, or XDC. I think there's just this small $10 fee to upload. Yeah, what used to take weeks is now taking minutes to complete. And also, there is someone who is powered by Zynfin, and that is the distributed cloud storage StoreX. And they reached a big milestone just about a week ago. 2,000 plus storage nodes now on the network. And being a big milestone, you can see that this is a solution that is less expensive than Amazon, Microsoft, or Google Cloud. It's like half the price. So the StoreX token, which is SRX, it's doing pretty well, and it was listed as one of the very first Zynfin projects on Bitrue just about a month ago, in case you missed that. All right, XRP is being listed on a new exchange. This is the KickX in Estonia, and it'll be available starting August 11th. And yeah, I am sorry to say that if you are in the United States, Puerto Rico, Canada, and a few other countries, you're not able to use their platform. However, on the KickX blog, they did say that they have submitted documents to try to open up these areas. So I hope they are successful. And do you remember I spoke about the very first tokenized real estate in Japan? This is in the form of an STO, a securitized token offering that was being offered by SBI. This is a condominium, actually. I finally found the property. At the time I last talked about it, I didn't know what the property was, but it is a really high-end area of Shibuya. And how they are structuring this is that for those who bought the tokenized real estate, the income is from the tenants who pay their rent. That's the profit. So the sales were done by SBI and Nomura, and it sold out due to popularity. It's so great. There you go. And the interesting thing that I wanted to point out was that the buyers who purchased this STO will be gifted and granted XRP, up to 400 XRP, depending on the amount of their purchase. You could purchase up to 90,000 US dollars. So the owners, of course, who get the XRP will open an account on SBI VC Trade, another way to improve liquidity to the ecosystem. How good is that? I just wanted to show you what the rents are in this part of Shibuya. And to me, this was just like my little curiosity. So here is it's like a 980 square foot space. And I'm talking about in square footage because I think if I told you in meters, which I could do, which is like around 98 square meters, but I know for Americans, you want to hear it in square feet. So this is just roughly under 1,000 square feet, which is not that large, I understand, but coming from the Tokyo perspective, this is a pretty good sized place, and it also is in a just 2 thumbs up part of the city, in between Yoyogi Station and Shibuya Station. I mean, it's where I think if you love the city, this is where most people want to live. So darn convenient in many ways. So this is that unit. Here is the layout. And the rent even set me back, like, whoa, about $7,000 a month. Wow, welcome to Tokyo. All right, we are going to jump to some very funny fluff. I have to set this fluff up, though, so that you can understand what kiai is. Kiai is the karate battle shout out that so many of the people who practice this martial arts. And so let me just play just a little bit so that you really understand kiai.
Do you practice the kiai? Kiai is that battle scream, that shout that we use in the Asian martial arts, especially karate. The first part of the word, ki, actually means energy in Japanese. The second part, ai, means to join or to unite. In other words, you're compressing and then delivering, releasing all of your energy concentrated in your punch, your strike, your kick, or your blow. However, it's important to understand that you should not scream kiai. That's just the name of this phenomenon. Instead, you should aim for the fighting spirit feeling And don't think of any specific word. Don't think, feel.
Don't think, feel. Okay, so I think you get it. Yeah, I love the kiai that they have in kendo. That is my favorite. But okay, so this is hysterical. I actually saw this along with Moonchaser today. We hopefully I can get through this without crying from laughing so hard. There's somebody in the XRP community from Japan who posted it. Oh my gosh, it is so funny. And maybe it's going to strike me funnier than it strikes you all who watch this, but I want you to listen to a athlete from Spain who screams out his kiai. All right, here we go. So I'll just play it one more time and listen carefully. Opai ipai, right? Isn't that what you hear? So opai means boobs and ipai means full or big. So he's he's yelling in Japanese. Maybe this is what he felt, right? I'm sure he didn't know that's what he was saying. But yeah, opai ipai. Big full boobs. Oh gosh. Do take care, everyone. Sayonara for now. Bye bye.